Welcome to the first video of the Packaging Academy. I'm going to show you how to automatically generate a recipe for a package that already exists on PyPI using rattler-build. So I have rattler-build installed. You can use Pixi global install rattler-build to get it as well. Now that I already have it, we can use the built-in recipe generation functions from rattler-build. So I'm going to show you how that works. Generate recipe, and then I'll use a PyPI package, and I'm choosing rich just for fun, doesn't really matter. And now this recipe gets generated. It contains a lot of README here, which I'm going to remove because usually Conda packages don't have that much description. But up here is the recipe meat, so to say. And I can now send that to a recipe.yaml file by using just the output, standard output rewrite. And here's my recipe. So what we see is we use this context to inject some Jinja variables that are used here and here, which makes it easy to update the package later on. We have a simple build script that uses Python and then uses pip to install the package. This package is no arch, which means it doesn't have any compiled extensions, and it works for all the Python versions and across all operating systems because it's pure Python. That's nice. You don't have to rebuild it for different Python versions. It uses Poetry Core, like the recipe generation figured that out. And we have a few optional dependencies, and in the Conda ecosystem we don't really have this kind of optional dependency. So I'm just going to remove it. So we don't have it for no arch packages, otherwise you could easily do that. But I think we will probably have typing extensions also for versions that are bigger, and just for stylistic reasons I like to put the lower bound first. That doesn't really change anything. I'll also remove the extra dependency because we don't, again, really have extra dependencies in this way. But I also think that people that would want to use Jupyter with this, they could install it on their own. And I'll just do that stylistic change again. Now here we have defined one test, and this test is basically going to try to import rich with Python, and then it's also going to run literally pip check to make sure that all the dependencies that I mentioned in the Python package are also installed when we install it from the Conda package. And like we mentioned, I'm going to remove all of this description because it's a little long, and instead I'm going to say to do. Now what we can do is we can use rattler-build to build this recipe. I'm just pointing to the folder. I put it in the rich folder, and then it automatically searches for a recipe YAML that's inside of that folder. And that's it. Rattler-build prints us all the files that are part of this package, and I can already see that inside of a side packages folder we have rich files. This is at the root because this is a no-arch package. If this was not a no-arch package, it would be in lib/python version/side packages. But for no-arch Python packages, this goes into the root of the package. And then there's some metadata generated as well. And that's it. Then the tests are running here. It's testing with any Python version. Yeah, no broken requirements found. That was the pip check. That's it. Package is built. This package is now inside of this output folder. In the no-arch folder, there's the rich package that we just built. You could take that package and upload it to your own channel. You can generate recipes like this for all PyPI packages. You might encounter issues with more complicated Python packages. In that case, you might have to change a few more things in the recipe, but usually the generate recipe function gives you a nice starting point to write your own recipes. And you could also take this recipe now and contribute it to CondaForge. In that case, you would also have to add the recipe maintainers field here and use your GitHub handle, like I would use mine here. And